Hello Internet, I am Xenoun, and welcome back to another Let's Play episode on the Terrascape server. I've got a couple of special things lined up to show you this episode. One was built by Cerulean Sin, another one was figured out by yours truly. And the one by Sin is an Enderman XP farm in the end. That's what Krylik's talking about now. Yeah, all you guys are checking it out because it's pretty awesome. I'll explain more when I'm there, but first I'd just like to say thank you to iPod because he went and posted on the forums for me. And me posting my latest episode going up, plus him commenting, bumped the thread up enough times that it actually doubled in views of how many people have watched it. So yeah, just like to say thanks. I have no idea what his YouTube name is because there's no one subscribed to me called iPod, so I'm guessing he's got a different user. Yeah, thanks, it helps a lot because in forums especially, the front page is where you want to be to get people to have a look at your stuff, and the only way to really get there is to have basically conversations in the forum thread and keep bumping it. And I only bump it every time I post a new episode, just to avoid spamming basically. So it takes a fair while to build up any kind of views and get attention on it, because not only do people only look at what's on the front page, but they tend to look at how many replies and views there are on something to judge if it's worth watching or not. Yeah, enough on that. Let's head over to this Enderman XP farm and I'll show you what it's all about. Okay guys, so here we are at the end. I've just stepped through. I'll just show you up here quickly. So I made a nice little path. There's random floating pieces of bedrock. Those used to be city and pillar tower things. I think SD cleared one and maybe Krylik did another one, and then I did the one over there. So lots of mining. Got myself a lot of obsidian. Yeah, the trap that Sin built is down this way. So these little side tunnels that I just went past, that one and I think this one. Yeah, they're just hello. There's where he mined out all the endstone because he built the trap out of endstone, so you didn't have to cart materials back and forth. It's a minecart system now. That's nice. So yeah, it's a bit of a trek. This minecart helps out a lot. So what I've done, I drowned myself. If you've noticed, I've got exactly 0 experience, so I'm going to show you just how quick it is to get from 0 to 30 in this thing. I haven't actually used it yet, but from the other guys saying the rates are so awesome, and guessing, oh god, it's horrible. Yeah, basically you hit this lever, floor rises by 1. Like these ender balls. Floor rises by 1. Occasionally some die, and that's because up there they glitch a bit and some get stuck in walls and stuff, but figure I'll just punch these guys and I'll explain a bit about this while I'm at it. So as you can see, they're all one-hit kills. The sound is a bit too high for me. God, I'm only on 12%. Okay. Yeah, sound was a bit too high, but yeah, basically this end trap, you can see it's a 2x2 area where they land on. And basically, I saw Doc M's trap ages ago. I think he's the one who originally came up with that, and it's like the 16 by, I don't know, 3 or whatever it is, the collection area, and I never built one myself because I didn't like it. The collection area is too spread out. You'd have to keep running around to hit them. I just thought it was horrible. So like it got experience, it worked for that, but it was just inconvenient. So Sin was over at my house one day because he lives near me, and basically I mentioned that and said I prefer like a 1x1 collection area, and I can't remember which of us, I think it might have been Sin, mentioned, well, what about doing a funnel design and basically just having it so each tier, as it goes up one, goes out one as well. So that would help. I'm just moving around so I get the experience. That would help bring it into a tighter area, and Sin's ended up building this one, so he figured out some kinks of it in creative mode first, then build it here. And yeah, as you can see, it's working quite well. I'm already level 23. Don't know exactly how long I've been going, but you can probably use the video time to find out. Yeah, you can get this to a 1x1 size hole, and you just got to build it slightly differently. Sin realised how to do it after building this. Yeah, the downside about an Enderman farm, like you can see how quickly like they're falling faster than I can punch them, or just about as fast. And the downside is that you have to punch them. You can't kill Endermen with potions to get experience that way. You can kill them with fire and stuff like that, but potions don't work. They get hurt by poison potions, but that brings them down to half a heart at best, which is, you know, still one hit kill. Instant damage don't hurt them. Healing potions heal them, so yeah, you have to punch, which is kind of bad. But hey, look how fast it is. It's not much of an AFK trap because you just manually sit here and punch them. And I think if you want to AFK for ender balls, you can't do that either because you kind of have to run in. Oh no, you should be able to. You should be able to stand there and look at the floor. But yeah, look, I'm already level 30, so if you want, you can check the video time for exactly how long that took me, but for now, I'm going to make myself a pick and see what enchant I get. And let's find one that looks nice. Let's see, that one's got a boob. It's only got one. I like my boobs in pairs. It just seems more natural that way. Okay, that one's got a backwards 7. 7's a lucky. This is backwards. Well, let's see what happens. Efficiency 4. Eh, not the best, but it's not the worst either, so good enough. I'm going to flick this back so they die. Yeah, I'll show you what this looks like up here. So you can see here, Sin's just got like a guided drop. I think he's done it with gaps, so it kind of looks a bit cool, a bit different. And you see as we go up there that that's staggered outwards in 2 directions. So when I originally picked this, when Sid and I were talking about it, I thought you'd build out in 4 directions, but he decided to just do 2. I think it was mainly a resource thing. Yeah, look at all of them. They're as fast as you see them falling down there, this is still happening up here. So they kind of glitch inside pistons sometimes. Oh, I pissed him off. I don't know where he went. Oh, but yeah, you can see they've glitched inside the blocks there. And they keep the pistons permanently extended out. It happens on a variety of levels. But yeah, that's Minecraft for you. And he is somehow... Ah, the pistons have done a 0 tick pulse thing, I mean. And glitched out the blocks. Yeah. And now they've stopped spawning because I'm up here. But you can see, as we go up, each level it gets wider. And wider again. And then Sin's just capped it off with half slabs. So I can look down. Look at all that. And yeah, you can see the pressure plates kind of disappear for a second and then reappear, or it's just a bug. Minecraft is full of bugs. Yeah, so he's got each level with a little bit of vine, so they push it off, hit the vine, fall down, hit the vine, fall down. Stops them from getting killed. And then from here, I'm guessing he has a vine down there somewhere. I haven't actually cracked this thing open to have a look because I don't want to have to put it back together. But yeah, it works pretty bloody well. It's very well done by Sin. If you're watching this, dude, good job. And yeah, it's probably our fastest XP farm on the server now. We've got quite a few. I'll probably still mainly use my spider one just because it's in my base and I don't have to make long trek to the end. Yeah, works pretty awesomely. Give me that. Cool. Ah. Yeah, it works awesomely as you saw. That was only a couple minutes to get from 0 to 30. Ah, come on, go back. Now try. Alright. Now try. Yay! Glitchy Minecraft. It works eventually. Yeah, so that's our end farm. It took Sid, I think, all of like 2 days to build it, which is friggin' nuts. Yeah. Now we'll head back to base and I'll show you a bit more of what I've got planned. So see you there. Okay, so now we're back at base. I do have another special thing to show you that I've come up with. Sin's farm was pretty awesome, and I think I've done something that's fairly awesome, just in a different direction. Yeah, crazy XP rates and that thing though. But before I go and show you that, I just want to go on a little bit of a rant, basically, because I got a bit annoyed. I'm not sure how many of you would have seen comments in your feed. I know Mr. GT Beats does. He's the one that kind of made me think that, you know, you guys would be able to see it. And basically, I got a bit frustrated with, whoa, where did my wood just go? What the hell? You saw that. It was there. Now it's gone. Dang it. Oh, you can keep talking while I go find it. Yeah, basically, there was a certain YouTuber, been watching his videos, been subscribed to him for a while, and the last, say, I'd estimate at 5 or 6 videos that I've watched of his. It's back here. Piece of crap. Yeah, I'd say probably 5 or 6 episodes of his Let's Play I've watched. He's been making like ridiculous mistakes on like common knowledge things in Minecraft, and it was annoying me. But I didn't comment anything at that stage, except I think maybe once or twice just to tell him how something works. Because this guy, I originally started watching him because I watched a couple of his videos, I think probably about 6 before I subscribed, and he taught me a lot about Minecraft and general Minecraft knowledge, and it just seems that lately, like I said, the last 5 or 6 videos I've watched of his, he's just going downhill. He just seems to have slipped and doesn't know much about Minecraft anymore. It's weird, it's like he's going backwards. I don't understand how that happens, but yeah, it's been annoying me because, like I said, this guy taught me a lot originally, and now he's just not at the same level he used to be. And like I said, I didn't comment, just a couple of things to let him know, and I did it in a nice way. And then his latest episode, he says that, you know, he's picked up on it himself. He realizes that he's not as good in the general knowledge stuff anymore, and it's bothering him as well. And he said he'd been relying on his subscribers too much to tell him, and he wants to start doing research again and figure out things without having to get input from subscribers. And I was like, oh sweet, awesome, because before that my finger had been inching to the unsubscribe button just because it was annoying me too much, which is episodes, I wasn't enjoying them anymore. But yeah, he said that, and I'm like, awesome, this will be great. I can keep watching him, won't have any issues. And then almost immediately, or probably, you know, a couple minutes later, he goes and makes a mistake on something that was just general Minecraft knowledge again. And trust me, it was really basic. I won't mention exactly what it is because I'm trying to keep it anonymous and trying to build this at the same time. But yeah, he just does that and then didn't research it. He ended up giving up on that bit and just, you know, improvising. And I'm just sitting there going, what the hell? You said you were going to research stuff. So commented. I was a bit annoyed, but I didn't insult or anything, didn't call him stupid, didn't swear. I just, you know, basically my comment showed my frustration. Can't remember exactly what I said because I've deleted it now. But I think I said something like, you know, seriously, you say you're going to research, then you immediately stuff up or something like that. And then I think I said wiki again at the end, because if he'd gone and looked at the wiki he would have realised. And he said he was getting a look at wikis when he does his research. Just trying to decide what wood to do on the outside. Where'd my jungle wood go? Dang it. I don't want to put house slabs down. It's glitched back into the house for some reason. But yeah. So I've commented on that, and then I don't know, a few hours later the YouTuber replied to my comment, said he thought it was a bug, not a feature, but you know, again, if he'd bothered to check instead of just assuming, he'd know. Like, the thing's been like that since it was introduced to Minecraft. I've never used it myself yet, I still know how it works. So, yeah, there's my jungle wood. So yeah, and then that was pretty much end of story. You know, he commented back. He obviously wasn't too offended by it, he just explained why he didn't research it because he thought it was a bug. Then after that, I get a replied comment from someone saying that I'm an ass, apparently, and he doesn't know why he watches my videos. And I'm just like, well, hang on, I didn't really say anything that bad. And it just seems like because I posted a negative comment that he decided that I was an ass, because, you know, you always have to permanently praise every YouTuber you watch. And I've said, you know, a couple of times in my videos, if you don't like something, go ahead and post a negative comment. I said you can go ahead and do it on the forums as well, where people will see it if they're looking for me. But yeah, I don't get it sometimes. And then after that, it wasn't just him. I had two other guys comment, reply to me basically saying different stuff, that I'm an idiot. One guy said that I'm obviously a kid or something. And it's just kind of baffles me that I know you get such a huge reaction to a negative comment. I hardly ever post negative comments. I usually just let things lie, but it was just this time the annoyance had built up over a series of episodes, and then he says he's going to fix it. Doesn't. So yeah, I don't know if any of you guys saw it in the like the feed, and you know what I'm talking about. Let me know. Tell me if you think I was out of line or not. I don't think I was. But yeah, I just thought I'd rant, explain it a bit from my side, let people know who actually did see it if they're thinking I'm a bit of a douchebag or something. Oh my god, that wood as well. I swear, I grabbed all this wood and it's all just glitched back into the house. But yeah, if you saw it, go ahead, leave a comment, let me know if you think that, or even just from my commentary now when I'm talking about it. Let me know if you think I was out of line or not. But I don't think I was. The YouTuber himself wasn't offended, it was just, I know his fans decided to gang up on me, and I've noticed it before in other comment sections. If you post a negative comment on someone's video, all their fanboys jump on you, on whoever it is that does it, and it's like, well, that dude had a valid point, he's giving honest feedback about how he feels about watching your video. Why jump on him? If it's honest feedback, it can't be wrong. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so yeah, I guess slash end rant. This house seems to be turning out pretty crappy. I'll figure something out. I'm just playing around with different blocks at the moment. One thing I haven't mentioned is you can see I got a lot of mushrooms now. So I've already cooked them all up, gotten leather. I've got an enchanting table down in my base now, so that's working well. Can finally use my spider XP farm. And yeah, guess that's the end of that. I don't know how long this episode is going to go for, but as promised, I'll now show you something that I've done that I think is pretty awesome. So, see you over there. Okay guys, that little rant is over. Over here, if you remember, I had this desert temple spawn on, half on basically this village, so you can see that was the center of it there, and the orange wall extends into the village. I've knocked out a fair bit of the wall. I think it came down to like around here somewhere from the temple. And basically, I leveled it out, and I wanted to basically spawn some more villages, because I had all of 4 here. So I built sort of house, and I was told that, you know, the most efficient way to do these is to have door block, door block, door block. So I just went ahead and did it, and then I didn't quite get enough from that, so I just built this extra little house, because I had a look, and basically you get a third of however many doors you get about a third that many villages. So yeah, I just increased it by a bit more to get a few more to spawn. So yeah, if you want to know why I'm explaining this, I'm just trying to show you a bit of my train of thought, because this is actually not the most efficient way to do it. You can put doors next to each other, so at this point is when I headed over to my creative world, so let's go there and I'll show you that. Okay guys, so welcome back to my creative world. You've seen some of it before. There's my pig cooker there from the tutorial, filled with mushrooms. That was from when I tested to make sure mushrooms could be cooked in it. Down here you'll see a bit of a strange looking house setup. Basically this was my first proof concept, and that was to have trying to find the most efficient way to place doors, taking into account that you didn't have to put a block between them. So basically I've got 8 long little huts. Showing around, I don't have any doors on these or on the sides. It was to prove that the spacing here would make them valid doors. So if you look at this door, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 of those have direct sunlight. Then you look at the other side of it, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of those has direct sunlight, which since those are uneven, behind and in front of the door, that'll count as a valid door for villager breeding. And as you can see, started off with, well, you can't see it, but I started with 4 villagers in this section, and I now have something like 10 or 11. And here we have, since these are 8 long, there's 32 doors, so I should have basically 10 or 11. I counted them at one stage and it was correct, so I know that every single one of these doors counts as valid. So the next step, I was like, well, I want to put this underground so I don't have the villagers banging on all the doors all the time and annoying the hell out of me. So came over here, started building it underground to prove that concept, that it would work. And as I was doing that, I went, hang on, I'm trying to do this in the most space efficient manner possible, and you can put doors next to each other, so why don't I just put a door on every block? And that is what I've done here. So welcome to the first concept build of my completely abusing the door mechanic. Basically, I think I've done it down this end. Basically you go along and I place a block where I'm looking at the current door. So for this one you can see I've got 5 covered on that side, 1 covered on this side, so if a door was on this row it would be valid. So I can come along here and do that at any point. Let's grab red and yellow wall. So say that'll be the door I'm choosing. So there's 1, so there's 2 that side that are red, and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 3 on that side of it. So any door along that row would be valid. And it's just that simple. Basically you do your lines of doors. I start off with the first one. This one didn't quite work out right because I was playing around with patterns before I realised I could do that. And there doesn't actually seem to be a pattern to this, although I'll show you in a minute there might be. But I start with just the first row and work my way out from that. So you start with red, then you go yellow, and then that one would be red here, but yeah, from that I needed to prove that this would actually work. So I had to get away from that because I didn't want to have any conflicting doors for my test of whether that's valid or not. So you come over here and you can see there's a lot of villagers, and I've left the wall out this time. So I started at this end, so as you can see, placed my first red one, went along, turns out I think that's like 10 yellow, and then you do another red, and that's the first section. Then you go some yellow, more red, yellow, red, yellow, red, and that's a section of 10 red, then 9 yellow there. So I'm not entirely sure what time is it. Okay, so I'm not sure if there will be a pattern to this eventually, but if you're wondering here why I've got the end doors knocked out, it's just to make sure that my actual pattern that I've done here makes all these doors valid, so I don't have rows kicking along here, because I know the ones on the edge are going to be valid just because they're not covered there, and same with the other side. The ones on the edge will always be valid. It's the ones in the middle that I care about. So what I've ended up with here is a 41 by 8 wide set of doors, which gives me, I think it's around 332 from memory, something like that, doors. and a third of that is 108 villages. And according to the wiki, for every 16 villages and 21 doors, an iron golem should spawn. So the minimum of those two would be the well, dividing what I've got with between doors and villages. So what would give me the minimum count on iron golems would be the villages. So for every 16 villages, I should get an iron golem, and I've actually got 7, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 times 16 is a little over 108, I think. But from my calculations, you should have 6.8 golems anyway for 108 villages. So obviously I've just got a couple extra from kids that were popping up, so I've got a little over a third, which is what happens. And then, while this is pretty nuts, because you can see this is a pretty compact area for how many villages I've got. While this is pretty good, I want to take it to the next level. So if you come over here, I've repeated the exact same setup as that, and the idea is that that whole thing will go underground. So to do that, you need some light sources. So say you need one on a block that's not transparent. Redstone lamps, non-transparent. So you stick lever on top, there's your light source. Say you need light source over a transparent area, glowstone is transparent. So you can stick it there, counts as transparent, lets light go through, daylight. I don't get how that works exactly because it's a solid block, but go figure. So I've just done that as an example over here. The next part of it is I want these underground, so the villagers cannot keep flicking the doors, annoying me. Give me better access to them, so that I can just walk up, find villages I want, check for trades, whatnot. So for that, I've gone with a transparent floor. So technically you only need transparent floor over the sections here that are represented by yellow wall, but I also don't want iron golems to spawn up here. So I've just, for an example, I've got a range of transparent blocks, so glass, pistons when they're not extended, transparent, leaves, fence posts, chests, and ice is another one, but that would melt if I put it down, so I'm not going to do that. And basically, villagers can walk around here, they can breed, no worries on any of these blocks, and I can extend this area out wider. It doesn't have to just be the width of what the doors would be. And yeah, just to prove that things can indeed breed on transparent blocks. Oh, let's do it with the baby pig. There you go. So I bred those two pigs on this glass platform with the baby pig. So the breeding mechanics are the same between mobs and villages in terms of spawning the baby things, so I know that's going to work. Yeah, that's basically what I call completely and utterly over abusing the door validity concept for villager breeding. So when I was originally building the first little bits, I was thinking, well, it's going to end up being that the best way, the most space efficient, is going to look nothing like a house. So that's kind of what got me onto thinking, why don't I just put a door in every block? And yeah, this is what you end up with. I haven't seen anything else remotely like this on YouTube. Everybody builds a house of some description, some kind of structure. This is the first time that I know of that anyone's come up with this idea. Doesn't mean that no one has before now, it just means I haven't seen a video or they haven't posted a video. So yeah, this, I guess that's the end of my exploitation of villages. I'll probably build this in my actual village at some point underground, and I'll show you how that works in survival. So might be for next episode, might be a couple away, we'll see. Because I wasn't actually planning to do this, I just kind of got sidetracked and ended up on villages instead of doing what I wanted to do. But yeah, this video has probably gone for long enough, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh, sorry, just one thing I forgot to mention is that while you have light sources here and nothing can spawn on the transparent blocks, I think zombie sieges are still going to be a problem because they ignore lighting levels, and technically doors are also a transparent block. That's why this works, otherwise I wouldn't be able to do that. So they should technically be able to spawn on top of the doors, well, inside the doors on those blocks. So what could happen is you got all your villagers up here, nice and safe. Zombies all spawn down below, start knocking out all the doors. Server I play on Terrascape is in hard mode, so that would result in the doors being destroyed. If you play normal or easy, they'll just make a lot of noise. But yeah, your villagers will all be safe, so for breeding that doesn't matter. And all you need to do is just go down and replace the doors if you start culling villagers. But when 1.4 comes out, you're not going to want to cull villagers anyway, because the reputation stuff, basically if you kill villagers or hurt them, you lose reputation each time, and that ends up giving you more negative trades, so it'll cost more emeralds, you'll get worse trades for, so say instead of 8 emeralds for an iron and a diamond pick, it will offer 8 emeralds for an iron pick when you unlock a trade. So you're not going to want to kill villagers anyway. So basically once they're bred you won't need the doors, and that shouldn't matter too much. Unless of course, yeah, even then that won't matter in Iron Golem Farm. I will turn this design into an Iron Golem Farm too, don't you worry. It's coming. But yeah, just thought I'd quickly mention that because I forgot. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.